is what labels are. But why do we do that? We love to label things. Why do we label? Yeah. Yes, everybody hear that? You can put people in groups and classify them. Who likes to do that? Raise your hand if you like to group things and classify things. Yeah. And you can put your hands down. Thank you. You guys are great participators. Are there types of people that like to do that versus other types? Do you think every human being likes to do that? I think I heard someone say only girls. You can have a sticker with that. That's funny. Well, I want to venture out there to say that I think most scientists like to label things and categorize things, thinking of like the taxonomy that we use to identify any kind of living thing. But not just scientists. I almost think that every human likes to label things. So that's something I want you to test out in your mind. It's an idea, it's a concept. My question for you is that always helpful? No. How about I rephrase that question so that you can answer it in a way that's valuable to the rest of the group, and that is, when is that helpful? Ideas? How about in the middle here? Yep. Yep, you.
If you have like a project or something for school that's due and you need everything in order.
You have a project that's due for school and you need everything in order. Is that what you said? Yeah. Great. Yep. Helps you get organized. How about back here in the black sweatshirt with the turquoise writing?
When you have to organize, say you have something that looks alike, tell if this is sterile, or this is just plain water.
Yeah. Yep. So you need to organize traits, especially like it sounds like you're talking more about like an experiment. Yeah. To help someone. Great. And when, what about, okay, I see a really strong hand up in the air with a black shirt, and it seems like you don't want me to move on unless you get to go.
No, I said the next thing.
Okay. What's the next thing?
When it's not helpful.
Yeah. Go for it.
When you're meeting new people, like you judge them.
Great example. Yeah. When is it harmful to use labels and traits? Turquoise, yeah.
If somebody's like, if you're meeting somebody new, or if you go into a group and you're just like, oh, you're like this and you're like that, and you just like you don't.
Yeah, you make snap judgments when you're first meeting people. In the blue.
You don't give people a chance to show who they really are. You just give them a label at first.
Yeah. And it's hard not to do that. I don't know. I find it hard sometimes. Green. When you don't know them, when you don't really know them. Way in the back with the pink. Yep, you. So not just when you're just meeting them, but when it happens when you know someone for a long time. And I'm going to try to go back because I've been focusing front. So let's go here in the pink, and then we'll go back to red hair. Yep.
When you're wrong.
When you're wrong. So, yeah, it's harmful when you're wrong. That's true. And the red hair. So yeah, you're judging them maybe by the only things you can observe. And let's do bright yellow shirt.
If you judge them if they're good at something, if they're bad at something.
Yeah, based on, so you're putting value. You're judging by value. So, okay, my question for you is one last stand up, sit down, and that is stand up if you have been wrongly labeled in the past. Ever in your life. Okay, you can sit down. That seems kind of an overwhelming or resounding yes. Now I'd like you to stand up if you have wrongly labeled others in the past. Truth be told. Okay, you can sit down. And you can tuck your chairs back in if you're more comfortable, because we're not going to stand up now. So that's pretty telling about us as humans, right? label, we label. Sometimes we're wrong, sometimes we're labeled wrong, we. But these labels, they do help us create identities for better or worse. And they only hold weight when we want them to, and that's a little bit about what Jules and I are going to talk about for the rest of our short presentation.